Come with me if you want to live. I will tell you about the best/worst movie of all time. It's Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Changed my mind after my argument. 91.
91. Yeah. So 91, we got.
So it's safe to say you are not a Terminator.
No. Yeah, and
we're not an android.
We're way past the whole Skynet threat now, and now that it's 2020.
Well, I'm not a Terminator because Terminators do not need to drink beer.
Actually, that's not true. In the latest Terminator movie, Dark Fate.
Oh, no. Don't do
that.
Don't do that. Don't even talk about that one. That's one of the biggest pieces of shit I've ever seen in my whole entire fucking life.
They gave the Terminator a name, Carl.
It made him old. It made him an old man.
Yep. And he has a name, Carl.
Yeah, well, yeah, he has a name now. Yeah, you know what?
It's just the worst.
First of all, I can't do this anymore. I know it was super cool for whatever, but I can't do it.
Too bright, too dark.
Just too annoying. Okay, but listen, look, what we're gonna do today, folks, is me and Dave are gonna delve into Terminator 2 Judgment Day, which I just watched. I mean, it's still going. I think the end. When his hand's gonna come up, and it's like, oh,
yeah, everybody's crying.
My Terminator. First of all right,
my buddy.
May I just go?
Please.
Oh, look. Is that Charlie?
Yeah.
Charlie! Hey, buddy. Look, he's part of the show. Look at that little cute dog. Charlie's like, yeah, whatever, Schizo. Just talk, man, whatever. All right, so here we go, Dave.
All right, so what do you got for me? You said you just got done watching the movie.
Terminator 2 Judgment Day, right? I have multiple problems with this movie. And again, I know I'm a writer, so are you.
Let me ask you this. Do you like the movie?
I love to watch it. When it's on, I watch it. But
so you like it. It's a good movie. You like it.
It's a good movie. But special effects and all that's great, right?
Some argue it's the best Terminator movie.
That's horseshit.
I agree.
That's horseshit.
I agree. I'm with that.
That's horseshit. And again, this will all come into play with my argument. I hope that people, listen. Look, many say it's the greatest sequel.
Yes,
of a movie
ever made. Yeah,
right. Even better than Godfather Part 2. Wow. Even better than people say that, right? And guess what? That's what I've been battling with for 91, 2001, whatever, 30 years. 20, some 30, whatever.
29 years.
Yeah. The problem is this. There's a lot of problems in this movie. Okay. Now.
So next year will mark the 30th anniversary of this movie.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, they're probably going to have like a special Blu-ray edition or something. Shit come out.
Sure. It's going to be great. And look, they'll have, bloopers probably and this and that, right? Here's the thing. I hate to say it, man. I really do. But the whole movie within itself is a blooper. It insists on itself as well as anything that has to do with the first one or anything. Okay. So look, I have so many great points, right? I'm going to start with something really trivial and stupid. All right.
Good.
Which is in any movie, but it still doesn't make any sense, okay? Now, you have this movie and remember, at this point in time, I believe James Cameron in this movie, this was the highest spent money
this was his
on a
baby
movie
at the time. It's before Titanic.
They spent $100 million, I believe. It was the most money ever spent on a movie. Am I correct?
Special effects. Now, I remember when the previews came out, I was like, oh, my God.
Listen. It is a fantastic movie. So my conundrum is this. It's still shit with everything that it has to offer. They could have done it better in a writing platform, I believe, or, look. All right, here we go. First thing.
What was wrong with the writing? You said there's something wrong with the writing?
Oh yeah, the writing as well. Oh yeah, the writing and listen, I have it all here, right? I'm going to start small. Can I start small?
Yeah. Good. Please
So
take us through.
when I put on the movie today, waiting for you to get back, together and we could, put together our show for the day. My day started normally, quarantine type of days, I put on IFC channel and here it is, Terminator 2. And I'm like, oh, great. I was a little stony, right?
So you turned on Terminator 2.
Yeah.
Was,
so I
was
turned on
it in
Terminator
the
2.
beginning of the movie or was it halfway through it?
It was this scene that I'm going to talk about. It was the scene where John Connor is on his little motorbike and he's fleeing from the T2. And the T2 now has a tractor trailer.
Oh, this is the scene in the reservoir.
Yeah, which is a great scene, Grand Theft Auto, right?
The aqueduct, that's what it is.
Yeah, we all love the Grand Theft Auto thing, right?
Yeah,
that's great. Makes us feel like we're in the movie, right?
Yeah.
Great scene, okay?
Yeah.
But here's the problem. When that tractor trailer comes off of that bridge and dives into the whatever you call it.
Yeah,
right?
the concrete. Yeah.
Right. The tires, the axle, the truck stays completely okay and could keep driving, right? But later on, a couple minutes later, when Arnold shoots one of the tires with only a shotgun bullet, the tire goes haywire and the whole truck, right? Yeah, that truck would have never survived that hit, okay? Okay, is that small? Small?
So yes. I want to comment on that. So a couple things. One thing, I mean, everyone's going to go to the same place here and say, oh, well, it's a movie. You know what I mean? That much is obvious, right? Well, let's leave that out of it. But there's an interesting fact about that scene. That truck did get destroyed when it did come off that thing originally. Sure. Yeah, they had a couple trucks and they did it a couple times. And right. Yeah, it destroyed it completely.
But what I'm saying is,
life.
Okay, but what I'm saying is this. I understand movies, okay? Real life, fake movie shit, all that stuff, right? But listen, look, that's just a simple.
I'm gonna defend that scene and say
it's a simple fix, though, man. It's stupid.
Well, talk to me about that, because as a writer, I would say, okay, we need a scene where the kid's getting chased by the truck, and we want to have some cool action.
It's a great chase. It's one of the greatest chase scenes in movie history.
But they're gonna have to
just don't fucking make any sense.
Yeah, it's true.
That truck would have been fucking demolished. He would have had to get out and run after him.
That's true.
Okay.
All right. So let's move on, because that one.
Oh, now it gets better though. That was horrible. That was my worst argument. Okay. So now they get even better.
Okay. Let's.
Oh yeah. You wait, buddy boy. All right.
We're all in suspense here.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, lost the feed for a minute. No. Nope.
Everybody says the best for last. Yeah. Here's the other one. T1, Arnold, shows up again, right? First of all, I'm sorry. I know this is all about actors and who's involved in the movies, and I understand why that happens, right? But he comes back, and the kid is like, you can't kill anyone. You just can't kill people, right? Having the people. Right. Yeah, and his voice is all screechy. You can't kill everyone. Promise me. Say I swear. Say I see. He's like a fucking cheap ass Marty McFly, right? You can't just kill everybody. His voice is changing.
They should have waited a year to shoot the movie and let his voice just fucking change.
Okay, but here's the thing. Not having Arnold as the good Terminator, not be able to kill people, that sucks in itself. So
another trying big to add some kind of family aspect to the movie.
Yeah, guess what? He's a fucking Terminator, all right? He kills on sight.
Well, you got me there. I can't argue that one.
So having him not be able to kill people was just, I found that today, was just as dumb as the tractor trailer axles and tires not blowing out after a 30-foot drop. Going full speed.
That I would say, look, the truck thing, that was a technical issue. That was not a writing issue. They wanted a cool scene where something crazy happens. That's fine. That scene that you're talking about now, that's bad writing.
Well, no, that's not a scene. That's the whole movie.
Or the whole movie. Yeah, that's bad writing.
Don't kill. You're a Terminator, but don't kill. You're protecting me from the future of the possible future world and my mother, but don't kill anybody. Just hurt them.
I mean, even in the first movie, you know, Reese, you know, he was a squirrely fucking rabid dog. You know what I mean?
But listen, look. Yeah, listen, look. Let's not diss the first movie. The first movie,
I'm
I
saying
believe,
Reese killed people, man, indiscriminately. He didn't care.
Look, any movie has loopholes. These have four.
How many people did Reese shoot up in that nightclub when he was fighting the Terminator? You know what I mean? How many people did he hit?
You know, and look, that one was just, and look, there's loopholes in that one as well. Don't bring me there either.
All right, well, let's stay on track.
Well, no, let's diverse.
So you don't like the idea that the Terminator.
Hey, listen, real quick. Let's go back to part one real quick. I'll tell you what. You know what? James Cameron might be a fucking idiot. Because here's another. Or a genius, right? Well, he's a genius because he makes more money than I've ever made in my life. But here's the other one. In Terminator 1, remember the scene, you know, it's great, right? Young Arnold, right? He has the clothes that he stole from, Bill Paxton and his buddies?
Yep.
Yeah. He has the clothes, right? He goes and he has to look in the phone book and he has to go find this lady and he kills the wrong Sarah Connor, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're a Terminator from the future.
Yeah.
This advanced machine. Nobody sent you or gave you. He has all these files in his head. He has all these files in his head, but he don't know who the right bitch is.
No, they talked about that in the movie. They actually explained that.
Okay, well,
they did. They did. No, it was a good explanation too.
It was. I agree.
Watch the movie again and watch the police interrogation scene. He explains it all.
Okay, well, let's go to
number two, part two, because I agree with you. The writing's bad in part two.
Oh, it is. And here's
the last. Going to reprogram him to make him not kill. That's great.
Yeah, and
so we can make this movie for kids.
Right. And can you be more human? Can you learn more human traits?
Yeah.
Why do you cry?
Terminator 2 is rated R.
Why do you cry? Who cares, man? Just protect me.
I know what he was doing there. I know what James Cameron was doing. He was saying, I want to make this a family film.
Well, that's wrong.
But of course it's wrong. It's rated R. You know, I mean, look, I went and saw it as a kid. I wasn't supposed to, but I did.
I don't know which one to do next because they're both equally.
Right. Just hit one. Yeah, hit me.
All right. So here's the thing. I'm going to go with the character study, which has to do with writing and acting, I believe, and also has to do with the whole story as well in the movie. Okay.
Right.
Why is it that the T2, who we know as actor Robert Patrick, I believe?
Yeah.
The T2 always goes back to the same character. Obviously, only for the actor.
Right.
Cool. Being present in the movie.
Right.
To me, that is another waste of time based off of writing. In other words, it's stupid. The T2 could be anyone. He was John's foster mother. He was the cop / security guard in the hospital with the coffee scene, right? For Christ's sakes, later on, he was Sarah Connor in the scene at the end. John, you know, look, it's fucking stupid, okay? If the T2 could be anyone or any entity or person, even.
Didn't they explain that in the movie at some point where the kid's like, well, doesn't he just become a pack of cigarettes and come get me?
Pack of cigarettes is a different story, man. But becoming any person, which we already know it can do, like, in other words, look, Sarah Connor, Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Terminator / Part 2, Good Terminator, right? And John Connor, right? Wouldn't it be more slick for the T2 guy to not show up as the cop / Robert Patrick? Because then they already know who he is. Wouldn't it be slicker to just show up as, like, you know, some janitor in the hotel you're staying at, and then all of a sudden they don't know who you are until you attack them? You can attack them quicker that way. It's you know what, man? I'm sorry, man. I love it, but it's just stupid. It's just fucking dumb. It doesn't make any sense. Why would he still be the same goddamn cop every time he chooses to change back to something? You wouldn't change back to anything. You would stay as a...
Or just Liquid Man. Just be Liquid Man. You know, like with all the...
No. You can't
why take it form?
No, you can't be Liquid Man because then people would... That would draw attention.
Well, he's an infiltrator, right?
No, but you can be anybody else. Why go back to the same dude? Just doesn't make any fucking sense.
Because he likes him.
Stupid.
He likes that.
Doesn't make any sense, man.
No, you're right.
It goes against the whole attack vibe. Or, sneaky, try to find somebody and kill them vibe. Right?
See, this ain't right because James Cameron ain't here to defend himself. You know what I mean?
He can't anyway. I'm right.
He doesn't have to.
These are all correct. And now, you want to hear the next best one? And I'm done. I swear.
All right, good.
Sorry to attack Terminator 2 today, folks, but I just have to. The next and best one is this. So, why not send a Terminator, like the good Terminator, which is the new good Terminator / used to be bad guy Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator back, right? If you're John Connor and you're sending it back, and now again, the world's in disarray again, listen, look, it's really just fucking stupid. But listen, here we go. So remember Sarah at one point, she leaves that desert setting and they're like, oh my God, what's she doing? And then it hits the kid. He's like, she's going to kill Dyson. She's going to kill Dyson. Okay. So if that became the whole end plot, not plot, but the ending climax of the movie, right? And that's how you could do it. Then why not just send a Terminator or just some normal guy? You don't even have to send a robot. Just send some dude to go in and either kill Dyson or destroy the building.
They explained that.
Movie over.
They explained that in the last movie.
Right, exactly. Of course they did. Right. They explained all that 3 more movies later. Right. Yeah, that makes sense. That's what they always do, right? Now you tell me that I'm not right about a lot of this shit.
Well, I'm not posting any arguments.
You know what my favorite movie is of all time?
What's that?
You know, right? You do.
Goodfellas?
No.
Forrest Gump?
You don't remember my greatest movie of all time.
You had like 10.
E.T.
Oh, yeah, E.T. Forgot about that one.
Is that far-fetched? Absolutely. But guess what? It is a lot more fucking believable than Terminator 2.
It's not far-fetched. E.T. is arguably one of the greatest movies ever made. So
it's more believable than Terminator 2.
Well, I mean, believability is not a factor for me. It's more like entertainment value. Now, look, here's the point. Would you recommend someone to see Terminator 2 who have not seen it before? Would you say, yeah, this is a movie you need to see?
Yes, ironically, yes. Enough I would. Yes. I just wanted to rip apart a movie and see if anybody,
I think you made good points. I do. I couldn't argue I argued the first one because the truck scene, I mean, look, I'm going to give it a pass as a movie. Well, but beyond that, that's special effects. That's different. When it comes down to writing, dialogue, story, that's on them, man. They dropped the ball. And it sounds like they did.
Hey, you got to understand, some of my points were not that bad.
No, they're good points, and we're gonna take some comments and find out if people agree with you or not.
People are gonna hate me.
I don't know, man. Well, sounds like you do. You love the movie.
Oh no! If it's on again tomorrow, I'll watch it again.
Yeah. So yeah, you know that's they can't say you hate the movie. You don't.
Right.
No, you just
now
be a little hard, but
now can we what about? Is there any movies that we can agree that are perfect?
Perfect. Ooh, wow. The perfect movie.
What's a perfect movie? And guess what? I'm going to take out E.T., my favorite of all time, because perfect in this sense means no voodoo, no, no weirdo shit.
No, just a perfect movie.
Like a real movie. Like in other words, you know what? That's a wrong sense.
That's a hard one, man. That
No. Is. But I mean, like a movie where it's not about no magic, no aliens, no like a movie that's real.
I don't see it. I don't see that as a factor. Whether
it's
realistic.
I do.
Okay.
I do. I think if it's a
story
drama,
is a story. It really depends on how the story's told, how it's portrayed, and really it doesn't matter the content. In my opinion.
But you don't agree that there's movies that are more realistic, like a crime drama thing or a mystery.
I think that comes to preference. Like some people prefer those type of movies. Some people prefer.
Hey, sometimes I prefer to watch a movie where it's like more like sometimes I love horror movies, but sometimes movies that are like more realistic about like vindictive and like evil, stab you in the back like fucking people. Sometimes those stories are scarier than Jason and Michael Myers and stuff. You know what I mean? Sometimes those stories are scarier than others. That's what I'm saying. Like real stories, real movies. Like something that was true, or something that could be close to true.
Yeah. I agree.
Terminator 2, man. I mean, hey, listen, look. We all want some fucking, creature or alien right now to come down and,
cleanse the earth.
Humble us, you know what I mean? Humble us as a people and just tell us, hey, wake up, you fucking jerk-offs, Get it together. Get it straight. Look at that dog back there.
Look, a lot of people.
But that dog's thinking, whatever. I'm around people to love me. I'm cool.
All right, so we're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to talk about it a little more. Be right back.
Gotta go. Hey, guy, you're the first serious gamer I've seen all morning. Check this out. Brand new 16-bit Super Nintendo with Super Mario World. Wow!
What's this one?
Oh, this is a Sonic the Hedgehog from Sega Genesis. Hey, look at these radical colors, huh?
Wow, Sonic's fast, too.
No, over here.
I like Genesis, and it costs a lot less.
Wait, kid, that game
I'll
there.
take Sonic and Genesis.
I knew that.
Sonic the Hedgehog. More action, more speed. Sega Genesis. It's a whole lot more for less.
Remember Kane in Menace Society? He was like, well, no, I bought the 40. He's like, you done fucked up, right?
Yeah, you done fucked up.
You done fucked up.
He just keeps saying that to him the whole interview.
Because he knew. Yeah. You done fucked up, right?
So you bought the 40 at 11:30.
Right. Well, no. No.
You fucked up.
You done fucked up, right? Good call, brother. Good call, brother. You know that movie. That's a great movie, right? It's a great movie. Of course, it's a great movie, man. He's like, I'm going to sell these motherfuckers for $59.95 out this motherfucker.
Menace to Society, man. What a great movie.
What a great movie, man. What a great movie. Y'all think it's going to Jack in the Box again? Jack in the Crack again?
Now, I actually just watched that movie about 3 weeks ago, actually.
Really?
Yeah. And I have to say, I love that movie and I hate it at the same time. And I'm going to tell you why. One, it has a lot of entertaining scenes in it that are funny, that are good, that are just fun to watch.
Right.
Even the more violent scenes are fun to watch. Yeah. But the biggest problem I have with that movie is there is no real story. Like, it shows things, but there's no real. The character doesn't have an arc.
No, that's true.
In other words, he doesn't go through something and learn something. And
that's true.
They try to do that at the end. They try to wrap it up like he learned something.
You know what though? Can I tell you something?
What's up?
Honest to God?
What's up?
Well, not to God, so I don't really believe in God, but honest as shit. That's the point of the movie.
I think, that's what I hate about
the point. Well,
because there was so much room to actually make a story. Like Boys in the Hood, they made like the character.
You know what? I'm going to disagree with you.
Okay.
No, not disagree with you. I'm going to I'm just going to say that in this sense of this movie, as opposed to Boys in the Hood, they're two completely different movies, and most people that are blind to that would say, no, they're the same fucking movie.
No, they're not the same movie.
No, they're not. And what I'm going to say to you about Menace to Society is the point of that movie, I believe, was to convey the fact that it is all the same. And there is no, like, one person's story. Like Ricky and Boys in the Hood, you know, they threw you into, you know, the other side of, you know, people that were going through bad things and people that still had good things and other people that had good things going on. And then, you know, the mix of those families.
Right.
Menace to Society was about just these motherfuckers that were just caught in this shit and they really didn't give a fuck, man. And look, I can say this. I've lived it. The people out there that know me in Facebook and internet land, you know, will vouch for me to know that I have seen and lived that life.
Shit, they don't need to vouch for you. You got the hat, the clothes, straight out the Gangbanger's Handbook.
No. When it comes down to that type of shit, you know, there is a difference. Boys in the Hood was more of a study, a character study of different characters that you could relate to and go somewhere with. Menace to Society was just a mess.
Well, that's kind of how I felt about it.
But it was supposed to be that way.
Yeah.
Because that was the other side of showing, you know, how much of a mess it can be.
Right.
For people that get, you know, fucked up.
Hey, well, they definitely conveyed that. They definitely conveyed that.
Hey, listen, look. None of us in our lives can say or, you know.
Well, what's your favorite hood movie of all time?
Hood movie?
Yeah, hood movie.
That's a very bad way to put it.
Why? You look it up on Google, that's how it comes up.
Ain't no hood movie, man. No, I'm playing. I know. I'm just fucking around.
Would you go with Menace to Society, Boys in the Hood, Friday?
Well, comedy, listen.
Comedy don't matter. It don't matter. Just hood.
No. You can't put a hood movie as a comedy.
Why not? Friday.
That's a comedy. Movie. It's a comedy, man.
But it's also a hood movie.
A hood movie is something that is serious to me.
All right. Well,
which means, you know, something that you could take away from it, and, you know, maybe think, maybe someone think, maybe you make a couple people think, you know. With everything that's going on in the world, man, you know, like the hood movies, like a real hood movie, that's Boys in the Hood, you know. It's a sad fucking movie, man. It's a sad look into, you know, how there's so many different people that are people. Yes, they are people.
What do you think of Straight Outta Compton? What did you think of that one?
I thought it was entertaining. I loved it. I love Ice Cube, you know. I hated Eazy-E, so it was very easy for me to love that movie, you know.
All right, so let me throw out some movies to you, and you pick your favorite one out of all of them. All right, ready?
Okay.
Straight Outta Compton, Boys in the Hood, Baby Boy, Menace to Society, Juice. Let's see, what other ones can I name? New Jack City.
Great movie. Great movie.
Four Brothers, I'd even put in that category.
Well, I mean,
yeah, I mean that's more of a Western. That's like a Western tale. Above the Rim.
Listen, look.
I mean, those are the ones. Those are the main ones. There.
Listen, look. There ain't no doubt that Juice is the shiznit, man. Juice is the bomb, right? I mean, come on. Juice is great, man. It's Pac in his prime, you know.
Yeah.
Juice is a great movie.
So you go with Juice with all them if you had to pick one?
Oh, no. No. The greatest one out of all of them?
Yeah.
Absolutely 150,000% is Boys in the Hood.
Yeah.
Because it's just John Singleton, who also did
Four Brothers.
Poetic Justice.
Yeah.
Four Brothers.
Yep.
Boys in the Hood is just
Lawrence Fishburne.
It's a study of, it shows how, there is so many people in the world going through different things, and it still holds its weight all these years later because everybody's going through something, brother.
I mean, I like New Jack City a lot. That's a good one.
New Jack City is a great movie, man. I'm more of a yeah. But me, I'm a softie, like I said, man. I'm a softie, you know what I mean? So like I like movies where, at the end it might be sad, but people might learn a little something. Boys in the Hood is a great movie.
Yeah.
It's a great movie. I love when Cube wakes up the next day after killing them motherfuckers, right? And he goes over to Trey, Cuba Gooding Jr., right? He's got a 40 ounce, right? He's drinking. It's like 8:30 in the morning or some shit, right? Cuba Gooding Jr. is out there eating whatever. I don't even know what he was eating. Right? He just had something in his thing, right? He was like, what's up, Trey? He's like, what's up? He's like, man, I ain't been up this early in a long time, right? He's like, Cuba Gooding looks at him. He's like, did you get him? Cube just looks at him like I did, right? He's like, right? Yep. Didn't have to say nothing, right? Then he was like, I don't even know how I feel about it neither.
Yep. Yeah.
He's like,
all right, so you're going with Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood is the greatest hood movie ever made. Yep.
Still have to see Hustle and Flow, man. Hustle and Flow is pretty good. Check that
sure
one
it's
out.
Good, but I'm sure it ain't Boys in the Hood.
I recommend that one.
Yeah, but I'm sure it ain't Boys in the Hood, though.
No, not even by.
Do you disagree with me?
No, Boys in the Hood is probably the movie. The movie for that.
I mean, come on. How sad is it, and how much do people hate it when they find out that, when you see that Ricky gets shot up and shit? It's
an interesting fact about that. The gunman who shot him in that had a very, very interesting life. I just saw a documentary on him recently.
What, the actor?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me bring up his name. Give me a minute. I forgot his name, but hold on. I'll bring it back up.
Are you recording any of this?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Awesome. This is great.
Okay. Boys in the Hood. They made a sequel? What? No.
Get the fuck out of here.
He made no damn.
Yeah.
His name was his name was I say Lloyd Avery.
He's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. Lloyd Avery II. And he had a very rough time. He's actually it's a sad story actually with him.
Really?
He was a wannabe actor, he wanted to be like the next big thing, and his agent, and he gets involved and he gets the part for Boys in the Hood, as the gunman, and then from there his career doesn't really take off. What happens is he gets small roles in Above the Rim and things like that, just no one-liners, not even and sometimes, and so he starts getting involved with real hoodlums, and he ends up going to jail. He ended up getting killed in jail.
Oh man!
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
well, good for him. Good for him.
Wow. He he went down a rough road.
Yeah. Good for him, man.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Good for him. Yeah. He got to play the gunman.
Hey, look.
He got to shoot
him. Yo, was I in Boys in the Hood?
He did a good job in that movie.
I believe him.
We're going to wrap it up here. We're going to call it a day. Schizo, you out?
Yes. Also, please, people across the land, please peace. Please justice. Just peace. Please.
Peace, please.
Everybody just be cool.
Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog.